Right guys, so as promised, I'm going to bring you the video of the bag of military buttons that we picked up off Scott and the bag of pin badges as well. I have separated a few, so these are the ones that I know about at the minute. These are ones that I've already listed on eBay, so I'll go through them. I'll save them a little bit later. I just want to show you though, my favourite piece that was in there. It's this. It's like a pin button, very vintage, but if you know, then you know that what that sign is. It's Freemason piece, so I really do like this. This is the best thing in there. I'll be keeping this one for myself. Everything else will probably be up for sale, but yeah, that is staying with me. I do collect a bit of Freemason stuff, so this will just be added in the collection. And he earns himself a place in this little box. Now this, I picked this up on Bolton last week. You will have seen when I went to a guy and said how much is this basically. He had a sign on the table saying everything was £1, but I didn't see it, so this was £1. Now this is a really nice piece. It's a personal ashtray, vintage, but it's very clean inside. I think someone may have been bought this as a gift and just never used it. That obviously flicks out to the side. You'd put your cigarette there, have it as an ashtray. Obviously smoking's a bit taboo these days. It's going, well, hopefully it's going out the window. But picking that up for £1, it's a Stratton as well. This is worth, I'd say, £20 to £25 this piece. It's pretty nice. And that's where my Freemason pin badge will be going inside there for safekeeping. That's if it fits, actually. I didn't think about that. Oh, she does. There you go. Alright, let's get on to these military badges. Okay, so this is the first button that just got my attention in the bag. It's the only one that's silver, I think. It's fire. I think it's fire brigade, probably regiment in the army. These buttons, not all of them, but they by a company, Gaunt, London. Pretty vintage. Not sure how old this is. There is a few on eBay that are like brass colour, but this is a silvery one. It's not silver, but it's a silvery colour. This one, I can find someone trying to sell it for £3.32 plus postage, so we'll just call it £3. So let's add that to the total. Now this one caught my attention. This is old. From what I can see, this is a World War I sweetheart badge, but it's not got an image in the back. I'll show you. So if you spin it round, I've seen one on eBay and it's got like a little picture of obviously someone's partner. Now this has got signs of age, so saying that it's a World War I sweetheart badge kind of makes sense. I'll show you what I was looking at to come up with this assumption. So this is the front of the badge in question, and then there's the picture in the back of that one. Everything else about it seems the same. Now these won £68.32 for that one, but I'm guessing that's because it's got the image. So I can't actually find one without the image, but if I've only got one of these, I might be keeping this one as well, because if that is World War I, yeah, it meant a lot to somebody, and I'll just keep hold of that. This is the next one. I think this is King's Royal Rifle Infantry button. It's black. I think it's plastic. It could be Bakelite. Depends what area it's from. The cheapest I can see these for, someone's selling a set of 6 for £20 plus £4 delivery. So that work out about what, 3, 6. It's like £3.50 a button. I think I've got 4 of these, so I might list them for auction starting at £9.99 and just see where they go. As far as I can see, there's only one of these in the bag. This is Air Training Cadet uniform button. I think these only sell for about £2, but still adds into the pot. This is the Royal Air Force brass button. The cheapest I can see this one is £5, so that'll be being listed for £5. This is a Royal Artillery button, and this one's about £3.95. This one's a pretty nice button as well. This one sells for around £4 to £5. Now this one's a pretty cool piece. Australian Military Forces button. Now, wouldn't expect to see one of those, but there's also a mini one attached to it as well. So the bigger one sells for around £8, and then this one I've not looked it up yet, but it says Australia just there. It's just like a smaller matching badge. I'll probably sell both of those for about £12 because they come as a pair, and they're probably not as common over here to get hold of. This one is Royal Engineers. Seen better days, this one, but again, we've probably seen some action, you know what I mean, a lot more than me and you, I guess. This one, cheapest one I can see, is £5.99 plus £1.65 postage, so yeah, it's probably about a fiver gone. One of the famous makers of these buttons. It's a nice one, that. I think I've got a full set of these ones. So yeah, there it is, the full set, 4 buttons, Royal Engineers. I might sell, so if they're £6 each, or let's just say a fiver each for 20 quid, I might try and sell the full set for 25 because it's harder to get hold of a full set in one go. I thought I'd put this one in there, Army Catering Corps. So the army's got to be fed, and this is the segment that would have been doing it. This button's worth about £4. This one, I think this is the Royal Navy. They're not expensive, these ones sell for about £3. But I do have an older looking one that's the same sign as the Royal Navy, but it's got C and G there. Now I think this is an earlier badge, button, sorry. And is it the Royal, I take it it's like the Navy Coast Guard, maybe? I'm not sure. If anyone knows a little something about this button, feel free to let me know in the comments. But I think that's what it is, Coast Guard. But that looks like an older one. I have to do a bit of research into that one. It's hard to get the year on some of these because like there's a few, you can tell there's variations in the design and stuff. Now this is a Royal Marines button. This could be from, I don't know if it's a World War II button or if it's from the time period 1923 to 1952. It's a bit of a tricky one, but it looks old, very vintage. Made in Birmingham, Smith and Wrights Limited, so it's not gone. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's a nice badge, button. Sorry, I keep saying badge. It's a nice button, and I think this one's probably worth about £7. And you know what's nice about that? Royal Marines have got a set of 4 of those, so I might just do the full set of them for 20. This one's interesting. So I think this is a General Service Corps Volunteers button. The ones that I can find online are like metal, brass, even a silver coloured one. This is like, it's going to be hard to try and show you really. It's like, it's either just plastic or it could be Bakelite. I'm not sure how old the button is, but I can't find one made out of this material, so I'll be keeping hold of this one for now. But the metal versions sell for around £15. Might mean that it's modern, like a modern day one, because obviously they won't be making them out of like brass and silver stuff these days. It'll be probably these, so it might be a modern one. This is Manchester Corporation Transport button, but it's weird, it's like it's been worn off, if you can see there. I'm not sure, but yeah, this one's pretty cool. It sells for about £4 or £5, but just because it's Manchester Corporation Transport, I might just keep that one as well, to be honest. This is an Indian Army button. This one sells for around £7. This is a pretty nice button. I'm not actually sure what it is. I've done a bit of research now. The ones I can find, it shows a Merchant Navy uniform button. Now that might be the case, but the picture's not exactly the same. And this is made by Gaunt, and the other one says it's made by Furman and Sons. So I'm not sure. I can't make out the letters. I think it's MSA and Co, possibly. So yeah, if anyone knows anything about these buttons, feel free to let me know in the comments. I've not got a full set of 4, but I've got a set of, oh actually no wait, 1, 2, 3. I have got a full set of 4, I thought I only had 3. These are pretty nice. These are British Army officer rank pips. The stars are enamelled in the middle, and the cheapest you can get these for is £9 for a pair. So there's 3 pairs there. So you're looking at what, 9, 18, 27. So let's just call it £25 for them 6. It's a nice little civil defence button there, but we've only got the small one, just one of them. They don't carry much value, to be fair. Now, these are the buttons that are still left to go through, so there's a good, like, what, 20 there. And these are the ones that we've gone through and sort of give a value on. So let's just say, we'll call that 20, yeah? 20. Yeah, sorry, my daughter just got her finger trapped in a book. She's just sat here. So yeah, 20 quid for them. We'll say the Royal Engineers set there, the 4. We'll call that 20. Probably 20 on them Navy ones. Royal Marines, we've got 6. We said 20 for the set of 4. We've got 6 there, so we'll just knock it up to 25. Why not? Australian, that was like a tenner. And then these older ones here. So just off them ones that I've already gone through, you're looking at like £80 to £90. Then we've got them left over, and we've not even got onto the pins yet. And we bought all these off our good friend Scott for 40 quid. So like I said in the video, he looked after us, he's done well. Alright guys, I won't bore the life out of you. So the pin badges, what I've done is I've just picked out like the better ones and ones that I know something about, let's say. And yeah, I'll just show you these for now, just so you know that, you know, the 40 quid that I spent on them. Some of you might be thinking, what did you just spend 40 quid on them for? But this is the reason why, and I'll tell you now. So these up here are pretty unusual. I mean, they're not worth a lot of money, but it's basically, it's a religious badge. It is the, I want to say this right, Anglican Young People's Association, basically. So you've got a pin badge, brooch, whatever you want to call it, and then a button, like what goes in your button thing. So you got a pair there. I think the badge usually sells for about, it's about 7 to a tenner, and the button's probably 10 to 15. So as a pair, don't know what you get for that, maybe 20, 25. So there's half of the deal in just those 2 little badges, do you know what I mean? Then you've got retired US Army, that goes for about $7.99 to America. This one, I think it's Russian, excuse me, Russian, that goes for about a tenner. And Scott knew exactly what he was on about. He told me that one was about a tenner and he was bang on. National Cycling Proficiency Badge, that's about 7 quid. 2 Girls Guides, about 7 quid each. Egypt, July the 14th, 1919, Ally Medal. Can be quite pricey, that one. I think it's about 19 quid. British Red Cross Society, again, 5. Scottish Thistle, they pay between 7 and 10. These are, I think it's Royal Air Force. Need to do a bit of research on these, but I might keep these 2. I really like them. So you've got the little pin there, and then this is like, my daughter's telling me some information there. This was either a pendant or, I'm not sure, but yeah, I might keep them 2 little pieces. They're cool. This is Stage Senior Intermediate Medal for Sunshine Dancing Competition. Now it looks pretty vintage to me. I'm not sure how old it is. It's probably from, just looking at it, I'd say it's from the 50s. And I've seen one of these, someone's asking about 25 quid for it, but I don't know the true value. It has got the date on the back of there, so you know the year that it was done. This one hasn't, so it's hard to date it. I mean, realistic price on it, what would someone pay for that for a collection? I'd say 10 to 15 quid, right? So yeah, that's my money doubled, maybe tripled, if not even quadrupled up actually. And then we've still got stuff like this. These, I can't find this exact one, the shovel head one, but I found ones very similar. These sell for like 10 to 15 quid because it's a double pin. Just a bit of quality gone into that, it's a good one. And then you've got all these left. that you need to either research. This one's pretty cool, it catches my eye, I just can't find anything on it. New York World's Fair, it might not be New York, but I'm just guessing it is. World's Fair 1964, Grand Chapter 95th Annual Sessions. It's got, is that like a Star of David? I'm not sure, but it looks pretty cool and well made. So yeah, I need to find out about that one. I've just done a bit of research and I think this might be Masonic as well. It says the Grand Chapter 95th Annual Session 1964 World's Fair and the star. I had a feeling it was something Masonic when I seen the star. I'm not sure it is, but yeah, I do think that piece could be Masonic. And I also think this piece is as well. Can't find anything on this. So it's Paisley, Christ enthroned. It says 26th Scottish National Connection, April 15th, 1922. So it's old. The C and the E was what, I mean, I think that's for the Christ enthroned, but it just looks Masonic, the shape on the outside and the blue ribbon. Usually it'd be C, is it CGE or CLE? Can't remember. There's a name that goes on there, and then obviously the metal strip. If anyone knows about this, just let us know in the comments. Is this a Masonic medal? So yeah, it's plenty of work, but I've got time to do it, and I've enjoyed going through them, and the badges, really enjoyed looking through them. Like some stories in there, I'm sure. And yeah, so that's it. I just thought I'd bring that to you because sometimes people might look at that bag and think, why have you just spent 40 quid on that, like, bunch of crap, basically, to some people, which, fair enough, it could look like that, but you've just got to think, you've got to look through, dig out the gems. There might have been one piece in there that was worth, like the first button or the second button that I've shown you, that you can put someone's picture in the back, the World War I sweetheart. If that thing is worth 60 quid, then that pays for the full thing, do you know what I mean? It might not be though. I have to do a bit of extra research, that's the wishful thinking. But yeah, I imagine it is worth a little something. And even the Freemason one, that carries a value of about 15 quid. But I'm just keeping that for myself. And then you've got these little bits in here as well. But the rest of them, I think, to be honest with you, I think my 40 quid that I spent is here, and then the rest of it's just pure profit. But it's not like free easy money. You've got to work for it, you've got to find them, research them, list them, sell them, post them, pack them, you know how it goes. But this is what makes it worthwhile. So again, thanks Scott for the deal. Yeah, so that's it guys. It is Wednesday today. I didn't go to Bolton. My daughter's been unwell. As you can tell, she's with me now. She's not in nursery. So I had to stay home today to look after her. So there was no Bolton Wednesday car boot from myself. But I will be back at it from this weekend. Bowley, probably Sunday. And then back to Bolton on Wednesday. So till the next one, see you then. And as always, appreciate you for watching. Thank you very much.